Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking a massive development upgrade for KDX, and this is the new desktop wallet that is coming out in the future that is known as Kaspa Next Generation or Kaspa NG. Currently, this was released by Aspect, which is one of the devs for Kaspa, and this wallet is in its alpha stage, so I don't recommend you moving over your funds over to this wallet. I'm pretty sure the seed phrase from KDX doesn't even work yet on this wallet, but it will in the future. And I also know it should work with a lot of different wallets. The seed phrase should even work with Ledger in the future. You should be able to connect your Ledger device directly to this wallet. Now, let's get into the features of this wallet, and then I'm gonna be giving you guys a complete guide of what's in this wallet when you are using it. But first off, there's a few different places where you can get it. The first place is that there's an actual website for this wallet. And this website will be taking over the old website that a lot of people use, which is the Kaspa web wallet. This should be the new website people should be using in the future. It's going to be a lot more secured. It's going to have a lot more features, but this is basically how it looks. And I'm going to get into all the details of this when we download the desktop version, because there's also a desktop version of this software wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and download this real quick here. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and extract the file from my downloads into a new folder right here. So I'm just going to name this new folder KNG. And then I'm going to go ahead and extract all, browse. I'm going to go to my downloads and select that. And then once you extract that, you're going to go ahead and go into this folder. You should see something called kaspa-ng.exe. And then you can go ahead and click that, click run anyway, and boom, you have Kaspa NG on as a desktop application. So let's get into the details of this wallet. So first off, as you could see here, there's a lot of things going on. So first off, we have the main menu area, which is basically just giving you some metrics. You're able to see your CPU, the memory that it's taking up, and a lot of other things. And then also on the right side over here, you're going to be able to see things like the price of Kaspa in terms of BTC, and then the price of Kaspa in terms of USD. And then you can also click to go to the website version of this software wallet. And then you also can see the mainnet explorer, statistics, which is cas.fyi, some developer resources, and then a update that's actually available for this software, and then just some other information. You can even see the information of your system so that you can know how many CPU cores it has and how much gigabytes of RAM it has. So this is basically just the main page of Kaspa NG. The next tab over is going to be your wallet. This is where you can create different wallets for Kaspa, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new one to just show you all the features it provides. So when you click create a new wallet, it says the following will guide you through the process of creating or importing a wallet. A wallet is stored in a file on your computer. You can create multiple wallets, but only one wallet can be opened at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue here. And then it's going to say, please specify the private key type for the new wallet. So on this wallet, it's going to be either 12-word or 24-word. You can choose whichever one you want. And then you have the option to, of course, import a wallet that you already have. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose the 12-word one. And I'm just going to name this one KNG. This is just the name of the wallet. And then you're going to also want to specify, this is an optional thing, but it says, please specify the name of the default account. The wallet will be created with a default account. Once created, you'll be able to create additional accounts as you need. If not specified, the account will be represented by the numeric ID. So the first account name is just going to be KNG1. And I'm going to hit continue. And then the next thing that is also optional is you can put a phishing hint. So a phishing hint is a secret word or phrase that is displayed when you open your wallet. If you do not see the hint when opening your wallet, you may be accessing a fake wallet designed to steal your funds. If this occurs, stop using the wallet immediately, check the browser URL, domain name, and seek help on social networks, Kaspa, Discord, or Telegram. This is a great way to avoid being on the wrong website, because I can go here and just put like silver, and now every time I go into my wallet, I should see the word silver on the top corner or wherever it's going to be placed when I get into my wallet. And if I don't see that word, I can pretty much be certain that I'm on a scam wallet that's going to steal my funds. So I'm going to hit continue there. And then here you're going to be able to set up a password. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a password for myself real quick. And the password does need to be pretty strong. You need to put like special characters and stuff like that to get a pretty decent password. And then you're going to click continue. And then it says over here, payment and recovery password. The optional payment and mnemonic recovery passphrase known as BIP39 password is, if provided, will be required to send payments. This passphrase will also be required when recovering your wallet. In addition to your mnemonic, if you lose or forget this passphrase, you will not be able to use the mnemonic to recover your wallet. So this is an additional security on top of your 12-word or 24-word seed phrase. You can add a passphrase, which could be a word, it could be numbers, it could be whatever you want. But if you enable this, you can add an additional password to your wallet. So you basically have the seed phrase, the normal password to get to unlock your wallet, and then the additional passphrase to move funds around in your wallet. So KNG is really designed with security in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and actually skip this, because this is just going to add a lot more to what I'm just trying to show you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and skip this, but you can definitely add that to your wallet if you do create one through here. Now it's going to be showing you your seed phrase. Of course, make sure you write this down. Never keep it online. Never keep it on a picture. Never put it in your notes. Never store it on iCloud or anywhere online. Make sure you write this down. Keep it on a piece of paper. Keep it secured. Next, I'm going to hit continue. It says your wallet has been created and is ready to use. And there you have it. Now you have your Kaspa wallet. And the cool thing about this is that within a wallet, you can make multiple accounts. So if you want to be organized with your Kaspa, maybe you're saving Kaspa for your friends or different family members, you can have one wallet that is associated to different accounts, and it's all connected to the same seed phrase. So I really do like that. I can go ahead and just rename KNG and just put KNG 2, and then it's going to ask for the password for my wallet. And then you can see here now I have two accounts associated to the main wallet called KNG. Another thing that you can do within this wallet is you're going to be able to see all your transactions like normal. You're going to be able to see some details about the receive address you have, the change address you have. You'll also be able to generate a new receive address so that you can have multiple addresses that are associated to this one account. Then you can see all the UTXOs to manage UTXOs. So these are unspent transaction outputs, and this is a place where you can just manage that. And then the tools area, you have export wallet data, which this allows you to see your seed phrase. So if I click continue here and I put in the password, of course you need to put your password before you want to see this. This will show your seed phrase just in case you forgot it or lost it or something like that. You can go ahead and show your seed phrase. And then the last step is the address derivation scan. And this will just basically look for different addresses that are associated to your account. Let's say not all your Kaspa is showing up. You can go ahead and click that, and it should scan for all addresses that are associated to the account. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the wallet area. The next area I'm going to be showing you actually is the bottom part. So this bottom part here, you see where it says connected. Kaspa NG allows you to connect to a public node. So that means you can now have a desktop wallet that no longer needs to be fully synced to the network. And this is a huge upgrade from KDX, because I know there's a lot of people that use KDX and they think it's very annoying that you have to sync up to the network. You have to wait for its 100% block DAG sync, and that usually takes a lot of time. It could take up to like 2 hours sometimes, and people just don't have time for that. So it may actually cause people to kind of just go away from getting into Kaspa sometimes, because they feel like this is the only wallet available, KDX, and you have to wait 2 hours and it's not easy. Well, Kaspa NG solves that by allowing you to connect to a public node if you want. You see there's a US version, an EU version, and then also it allows you to connect to the testnet versions. And I'll be describing those testnet versions when we get into the settings. But yeah, you can go ahead and change which node you are connected to. And in the settings, you can even change it so that you can run your own node. But I'll be showing you guys that after we go through the tabs that are left up here. So the next part is just the metrics. Again, pretty much you can see in detail the metrics of your computer and how it's handling things. And the next tab is the block DAG visualizer, the new one. And this thing looks absolutely amazing. Now it's very slow right now because Kaspa is only producing 1 block per second, but I'm going to go ahead and move over to the testnet 11, which is running Kaspa at 10 blocks per second. And as you can see here, you can see 10 blocks per second in action being tested. You can actually test out this testnet 11. You can move coins around in here with the Kaspa test coins. So you can go ahead and be a tester for the new upgrade that is coming for Kaspa, but you can see how amazing this is going to look once it gets implemented on the mainnet. But you can see that I'm currently on testnet 11 here, and it's nice that you can easily switch between whichever one because it connects to a public node. So that means your wallet always is working pretty much instantly every time you're on whichever network you choose. And also with the block DAG, you're able to change the settings of how things look. You have different presets here of like the size and everything. You can click the settings here and change the dimensions of different things and play around with that to get it to show how you want it to be looking like. So then the last tab is, of course, the settings. And here you could just change some things that you can already change down below, but here you have the Kaspa network and you could change to testnet 10 or testnet 11. Testnet 10 is the testing version of Kaspa with 1 block per second, and then testnet 11 is the testing version of Kaspa with 10 blocks per second. And then over here you have the Kaspa node section. This is where you could choose if you want to connect to a public node or if you want to connect to your own node. And if you do want to connect to your own node, you're going to want to click where it says integrated daemon. And then what you're going to want to do is click performance and then click apply. And once you do that, it's going to start your own node on Kaspa NG. And that way, if you still want to run your own node so that you can ensure that the Kaspa network is as decentralized as possible, you can still do this. And over here, you can see that the logs pop up. And then we can actually see Kaspa NG syncing up to the node. Then the next thing you're going to be able to do here is go back to remote. And in the remote area, you can actually choose which node you always defaultly connect to, or you can choose a custom node. So if you know someone that's running a node, or if you have another computer that's running a public node, you can basically connect to your own node through this way. And so the next option we have is the market monitor, and this is basically just enabling the prices that are on this page over here, the overview page. You can go ahead and check this on or off to view the prices of Kaspa in BTC or USD, or you could just turn that off. Then it also has a check for software update on GitHub option, so you could check that off and on if you want to update this automatically for yourself. And then also it tells you the storage of the mainnet, and you can even click the data folder right here, the option to do that. You can go directly to that data folder and delete it if you want to, so that you could save some storage. And then lastly here you have an advanced section where you can turn on developer mode, and in developer mode you can enable experimental features, which you probably don't want to do because you probably don't want to mess around with this too much, but just use this as a normal wallet. But you also have the option to enable custom daemon arguments. You could disable password score restrictions. So it says here, remove security restrictions, allows for single letter passwords. And this here says show balances and alternative currency for testnet coins. And then the last setting we have here is enable screen capture. It says allows you to take screenshots from within the application. So that's pretty much all the things that you can do with this wallet. And this is just really, really great for Kaspa adoption, that we're going to have a really great desktop wallet that a lot of people like to use. And this is fully built on Rust. We can go into the website here, and it says Kaspa KNG in devs, and it says the wallet is under development, but it is functional. It is built using the Rusty Kaspa SDK and is interoperable with the Rusty Kaspa Cli wallet. And it tells you a lot more information here about the wallet security, the DDoS resilience, the architecture, and the public node infrastructure. And then lastly, of course, you can go ahead and send some Kaspa to this funding address for this development. Aspect did not actually receive funds to build this. He pretty much did this because he really wants to support the network. And if you don't know who Aspect is really, Aspect is a blockchain technology integrator, contributor to Bitcoin ecosystem. He's the co-creator of Scaling Bitcoin, and he's a contributor to Kaspa. If you don't know what Scaling Bitcoin is, Scaling Bitcoin was the event back in the day that I believe started back in like 2013, but pretty much it was a place where a bunch of very knowledgeable developers would come and present their ideas on how to scale Bitcoin. Of course, we know now that no one really implemented these ideas because Bitcoin cannot scale. But there's a picture of Jonathan Somplaninski here showing the incentives and trade-offs and transaction selection and DAG-based protocols at one of the Scaling Bitcoin conferences. And this is a picture taken back in 2017. If you see my older videos, there's videos of him talking at this conference back in like 2015. So Aspect actually has known Jonathan for a very long time. Aspect has been in the space for a very long time. And truly, Kaspa has one of the greatest minds behind it working on this project. So if you don't already know, Aspect basically owns this website and he's behind creating Kaspa KNG. There was really no funding that specifically was meant for this, but there's an initiative to start funding this website and funding some people that in the back end have helped with the development of KDX and now Kaspa KNG. Now, even though Aspect basically owns the rights to this software that he developed, he created a license that particularly avoids anyone from using this software for what it's intended for. And you could see here that in the code, because this software is still fully open source, he did put a license, a copyright here, and it says restrictions. You are expressly prohibited from using, adapting, or integrating this software into any cryptocurrency network or related technology other than the specified intended network for which it is developed, the Kaspa Block DAG cryptocurrency network. And this is really awesome because this means all the hard work that he has put into this, he truly wants it to only be for Kaspa, and he's avoiding the future case where some people just want to go ahead and copy and paste the Kaspa code to create a fork. They cannot just fork over this desktop wallet. They're going to have to come up with their own thing. And I think this is really great for the project, that there are people that are willing to develop software that is able to integrate Kaspa and also make sure that no other cryptocurrency can use this software that allows us to use Kaspa. So if you really do want to support this development, this is the Kaspa address down here. I have the link to this website down below in the sources link, and you can go ahead and send some funds over and support Aspect for his great work on developing Kaspa KNG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here, and as always, don't be average, be different.